I think I have found the, oh, it's a bit high, isn't it? I think I have found the ultimate rucksack. I've been looking for a backpack for about 3 years with all of these features. I found it by chance by wandering through a store in the UK called John Lewis. It's the HP Creator Backpack. This is it. This is the one I've been looking for. This is the keeper. I'm getting a bit too excited about it. I have been looking for a rucksack where there are shelves, there are compartments, and actually this could be the ultimate camera bag as well. The price is, I think, insane for a camera bag. But even if you're just looking for a regular backpack, this could be the one. I've paid for this with my own money. This is completely self-bought. This hasn't been sponsored or gifted in any way. I've paid cold hard cash for this, but the price I think is really reasonable for what you get. I'm not the world's biggest HP fan, which is a bit of an understatement. Not a big fan of their computers. So I was quite surprised when I saw this bag and I thought, well, it's just a laptop bag, isn't it? And then I opened it up and the color and the layout and the quality of the materials are just exquisite. This just makes me smile. When I open the bag, it just makes me smile. And it has these removable compartments. They're Velcro on to the soft cloth inner lining. So you can make these shelves whatever shape you want them, which is ideal. That's how a camera bag works. But if you just want a regular rucksack and you don't want all your stuff to get crushed when you pile everything in, this is absolutely, I hate using this word, I never use this word, it's game changing. I think this could be my game changer keeper rucksack. Before I get too giddy, let me take you through the unboxing and I'll just show you completely every feature that I love about this bag. This is how the HP Creator Backpack arrives, and oh my goodness, I think this is going to be my ultimate rucksack. I don't want to preempt this, but I've got a really, really good feeling about this. This is what it looks like all around. Let's just open it up because I think that is where it excels. Oh, it just looks bright. It looks really inviting and it's customizable. Inside, we have an area for your 16.1 inch laptop, but also crucially it has 2 pouches, which is one of the things on my list because I do morning pages every day on my yellow pad and I can really see my laptop fitting in there and there. I'll pack it later so you can see what it's like full. There've been some really odd comments on the John Lewis website, which is where I bought mine, saying that it's not usable as a rucksack, and that's absolute nonsense because these shelves, I don't want to move the shelves because I do actually like the layout, but just to demonstrate, they're attached by Velcro. You can completely configure this to whatever shape you want, but I really like how they've done it here, even though I don't have a camera with a traditional big lens. But you can move these, take them out, and have them whichever way you want to run the boxes. The Velcro is really nice and wide. If you are looking for a general purpose rucksack, do not be put off by these, and actually I see these as a feature, and I'll explain that as I go because this is what I've been looking for about 3 years now. At the top we have this dangly pouch and it's on a carabinier, I can never pronounce it, carabinier hook that latches there. That'd be great for my keys. But in here there's a waterproof jacket for the rucksack. It sits in the bag and it's got a little dongle that it hangs on. Let's open it up and make this completely waterproof. And the case stays attached, so that's good, I won't lose it. It opens up like this. It's elasticated, so I think it just goes over like this. Oh, that's really handy. That would be really handy on the bike, but again, no high vis. No high vis. Now the rucksack and my precious technical contents are going to be completely waterproof, completely dry, whatever the British weather or any other place I go to throws at it. There's a really cool stretchy elasticated fabric for putting in knickknacks in there. I'm really attracted to the colour. It's really bright. Orange isn't really my thing, but this just looks really jolly when you open it and you can see instantly what is in here. I'll just do this strap up here. Let's give you a tour of the outside. The zips look fairly rugged. These zipper clips are actually anti-theft clips. Look, I can clip them into each other, so you can't get a pickpocket just dipping your bag very easily. You'd have to fiddle around with opening the clips, which is a nice touch. Let me show you my old rucksack, just to show you what I'm moving on from and why I'm raving about this. I had to fit my own clips to put that anti-theft device in, and the zips are absolutely destroyed, which is why I'm looking for a new rucksack. The next feature that I absolutely love are the handles. So there's one handle on the top and one on the side, so you can hold it in either orientation, which is going to be really handy. We also have the straps at the back. This feels like it's elasticated. There's a waist strap there that I can unclip here. There's only a tiny bit of high vis. I'm glad that it's catching the light for the camera. So we've got two tiny bits of high vis, which is probably the only downside with this, which is a really tiny niggle. We have a strap at the back here, so you can put it onto a suitcase, you know, an extendable suitcase. The back, it doesn't really come across on camera, but we've got a mesh and foam. This looks really comfortable, really protective, but also really good at dissipating heat and sweat, so you don't get a sweaty back. And there's a zipper pouch in here, which I believe is RFID. Yeah, there we go. You see that says RFID. So every rucksack does not have a silver lining, but this one does. I don't know, it's not silver, it's silver coloured. It's supposed to block RFID signals. We have a water bottle. I've got a water bottle over here. I use quite a big ½ litre water bottle. It's what, 18 ounce. If you're not in the UK, that fits so comfortably. And there's also a strap here. So if you have a tripod, you could just put the tripod in there. Let's open up the zip on the front. Nice orange flash there. And I just wish that there was something on here that was high vis, but that's obviously a huge design choice, isn't it? They want it to be sleek. My crucial pocket, and I think this is what's guided me through rucksack purchases for the last 3 rucksacks, is being able to access stuff from the side. Look at that. You go straight into the pouch on the inside, so you could have things that you need quick access to in that area of the adjustable, customizable sections. Let's open it up. I'll show you how that works. Open it up. It's like a little trapdoor here. You can just put whatever you need there, and you could configure these customizable areas to serve this pouch. So maybe you want to turn it into 2 shelves. A couple of years ago, I bought my very first camera bag. I've got footage of it here. Absolutely gorgeous, but it's huge, it's enormous, and it really is just a camera bag. It would be really difficult to use this as a general purpose rucksack. The problem with rucksacks is that everything is piled up. It's just everything, it goes into a heap, even without creator material. So without cameras, microphones, batteries, any rucksack is just going to pile everything on top of each other. And I don't like that. And it doesn't seem very respectful for the stuff that I put into the rucksack. It is 2 days later. I've taken the rucksack, the backpack, on its first trip. Have a look. This is what I've got in here. So in the zip section, I've got pens and earphones, that kind of thing. And then in here, I've managed to get all my clothing for a weekend into the top section. I've got my vitamins, supplements there. I've got a battery power pack and accessory for my camera. I've got the DJI Nano. I've got a whole list of videos on that whole playlist. I've got 2 pairs of glasses and my headphones. I've taken out the laptop. Hang on a sec, jump cut. And I mean, here I've got my notebook and my laptop. What is interesting about this is on every rucksack I've ever owned, the laptop has actually been in a pocket at the top here. And it is really strange having the laptop in the front. I didn't think I'd like it, but I've grown to love it because this strap, as well as holding it in, it stops you from being dipped. So you can't just like put your hand in and pull it up. You've got to really reach in to disconnect the Velcro to get the laptop out. So actually I think that might be a more secure solution overall, and just more secure. I think I will leave the compartments exactly as they arrived out of the box, but I'm really pleased with how much stuff I could get in. I've got so much more room as well. Even for my minimal weekend packing, this does feel like a very generous rucksack. So time to put it on, I think. I've got a frozen arm here because I've hit that age and I'm doing osteopath work, but you can adjust it really easy. Just flip up this catch here and that loosens it, and then you can get your arm into the other strap. It took me years to work that out. There, and it goes on really easily. And then we have the waist straps. My girth is a little more generous than out of the box. Perfect fit. And then you can tighten the straps. I'm running for the train, I'm running for the shot. If you want, there's also a chest strap here. This one is elasticated as well, so it's got some give in it, so I don't want to hit the microphone. And you can loosen and tighten this as well. That is absolutely rock solid. It feels really good. I can't tell you how long I've spent trying to find a rucksack where I don't pile everything in, which also doesn't cost more than £100 or $100. To do it at 40, I still can't believe I found this. But if you are looking for a bag for your gear, for your YouTube channel or your other Instagram or TikTok equipment, this is absolutely something that I think could really work for you. The price is perfect, the size, the weight is perfect, the look is perfect. The only downside with this, I mentioned it during the unboxing, I do like having just a little bit of colour, a little bit of high vis, and I'm going to have to work out a way to destroy the aesthetic, beautiful, sleek look of this bag somehow. I don't know, maybe I could have like some kind of neon flashing water bottle. If you have any recommendations for high vis flare or clip-on lights, say hi in the comments. I'd really appreciate any tips there. I've got a link to this bag down in the description below so you can see the latest price. If you've reached this point of the video, thank you for hitting the thumbs up or the subscribe button. It really helps me to keep this channel going. And right here is what YouTube knows you want to be watching next.